Long time no see, shitheads. JJ back here from Run Pure Bets with another free pick for you. This time it's going to be in Thursday Night Football in the NFL on September the 10th. Game's going to be played between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. Current spread is Chiefs -9, total 54.5. Folks, the NFL is finally here. Some didn't think we'd actually even get here, but the time has come. A fun-filled Thursday night with this game and even a college one before we have the opening weekend for the NFL. I'll tell you this, between MLB, NBA, NFL, college football, PGA, tennis, UFC, NASCAR, soccer, it's been a sports bettor's dream come true. Who needs porn when you can literally bet on 9 to 10 different U.S. sports at the exact same time? Well, anyway, I hope you're all staying disciplined and took a break from choking the chicken to enjoy all the sports around us. For those new to my content, you get to deal with my BS for a few minutes before I actually dive into the nerdy stuff. Today's topic at hand is an important one, and one that really needs to be added to grade school teachings. It's going to be the art of the Kama Sutra. Look, maybe if Odell had learned this, he wouldn't be wanting chicks to take shits on him. Look, I'm joking, folks, relax, but only serious business gets talked about on these videos. I'll tell you what, it is nice to have my hair back. For those that don't know, my head looked like a baby's ass for a few months there. If COVID taught me anything, it's that it takes me 3 months to grow my hair back from nothing. You may say it's probably because I'm unhealthy, but look, my balls have been growing for the past 10 years. Well, I mean, dropping maybe, but isn't that the same thing? My situation down south is starting to look like a bobby pin wedged between two volleyballs. But look, enough about how blessed I am. We have a game to discuss here. But before we do, I have a question for all of you. Would you rather lose the last leg of a 10-team parlay paying 6 or 7 figures, or spend all day with your wife at a lavender farm? Don't laugh. The lavender farm is far worse. Not even close. All right, on to the game here. The most interesting thing coming into this year is the obvious elephant in the room, right? With COVID and how it's going to impact or not impact certain teams or players. No one will truly know this unless you have direct communications with players, involved or on teams or coaches. Anyway, it's relevant because it adds a layer of variance into the mix, right? Especially from a handicapping standpoint. You can argue to just handicap without it, make it like it's not there, make it like it's that elephant in the room that you're not even going to address. But you'd still want info if you had good relative info, right? Take the Navy BYU game, for instance. Navy's one of the most physical teams in college football year in, year out. But they weren't practicing with body contact at all, and this team got trounced physically by a tougher, more prepared BYU team. Maybe an extreme example, but an added level of handicapping there earned people a free win with BYU. On to this game here. It's obvious. Look, we get two good offenses, great offenses with a bit of revamping though, right? Chiefs have the college football darling from LSU, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, as their new lead back, and Houston now features David Johnson in their backfield and Brandon Cooks as some new focal points. Now, big number here for a total up at 54.5. Big spread too at KC -9. You'll hear an awful lot, I'm sure if you haven't already, how well big dogs perform week one against the spread in the last whatever sample size. But as always, I ask one, with this specific info, what does it really mean to these games here? It's kind of like a trend, but the trend doesn't really have any relevance to these games. So more or less that's implying that maybe blindly you should be betting underdogs, but how does that make any sense? I started to say last year, and it still reigns true, that dogs are no longer really sexy to bet. Sure, each game individually is different, but taken as a whole, it's truly no longer the case. Also, don't ever over-obsess or even obsess at all or even worry at all about where some site or some person is telling you the overall handle or the betting public is. This literally means absolutely nothing to the outcome, yet people obsess over it. Hey, did you hear, 60% of the handles on this side, or 40% of the bets are on this side, or 85% of the public's on this side? What does it matter? You know what matters? The actual numbers you're getting, okay? Whether you're getting early numbers, late numbers, they have to be good numbers. The numbers that the best numbers that the market is offering you. Whether that means you're getting them early and the numbers moving afterwards, or you're waiting for a lot of movement to come in late and then you're betting the better number late. Regardless, the number's what matters. This obsession, and it'll be a continued obsession over sharp, square, where money is, where money isn't. Focus on your handicapping process and focus on getting good numbers. That shit's nonsense. I can give you a number from a sample for why every side to this game is a targetable bet. And I think that we as sports bettors actually do this far too often. But remember, it's your job to find objective data and apply it to a game to find favorable numbers. At a surface level, this is really your job day in, day out as a handicapper. Here's how I look at this game personally. Kansas City one of the best first half scoring teams last year in the NFL. I think this goes more to a game script that comes off early with Andy Reid. And obviously, look, very talented team in Kansas City there with Mahomes and that whole offense. And Houston's no stranger to scoring points either early or either for that matter. And Kansas City's defense is certainly susceptible. So is Houston's. Between tempo, yardage piling up, defense is a bit spotty early on. I really like this total to climb over in the first half specifically. You'll notice when these two teams played last year, the first halves in both these games saw explosive numbers. Now, I'm not saying you can truly relate that to these numbers in particular, but you did see adjustments being made in the second halves, which I think could again happen here. But I'm seeing a number of 27 at a little lighter VIG at 104, which I'm going to be on for half a unit. I have this as the most favorable spread bet for this game. Look, again, you can go on any site and find any number under the sun that makes sense for any bet you want to make for this game. But do realize that we're kind of dealing with newly historic times here. And there's very few numbers that have actual substance coming into this game. Now, I don't have enough derivatives out yet to give you multiple options here, but I do really like, and I think the price is actually way too cheap, on FanDuel, minus 125 for Edwards-Helaire to land in the end zone. Regardless if he scores or not, this number is just simply too cheap. I think that maybe a lot of you guys, when your books open up this number, it's probably going to be bigger. But do realize if you're watching this and you have access to FanDuel Sportsbook, minus 125, win or lose, that's a tremendous price for that bet, all things considered. With Edwards-Helaire, looking to see most of all their goal line work, a lot of their work out of the backfield, catching passes too. All he has to do is score if receiving or running. It's a really cheap price. So two total bets here. On the first half, over 27 minus 106, and Edwards-Helaire to score minus 125. Again, both bets for only half units. First game of the season. Be sure to stay disciplined. No need to overdo it on Thursday night here or even on Sunday with all the action. Stay true to your means. Gamble responsibly. And look, let's kick the sports books in the nuts. Also, if you stayed this long, you have a shot at winning some Run Pure Bet swag here. Post below in the comments 4 picks between the NFL and college football game that you're going to be on full game. So whether it's under, over, whichever side, go 4-0 and I'll send you a Run Pure Bets shirt. I know this is the sports one. This is red. The Bets one's green. I promise you will like it just as much. Just post below again. Don't be shy. This game here in particular, and the Miami UAB game. Both games are on Thursday. Want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Create some fake accounts. More thumbs up. If you did not enjoy, I hope you step on a Lego piece. As always, drop comments below with your thoughts on the vid and let me know who you're picking here. Obviously, so many different options you're going to have to bet on this game. And then look, we got the big weekend coming up as well with a bunch of different action. Going to have a live show for you guys tomorrow night with the crew. Thursday night as well. Friday show interview with a UFC fighter with Joey Work. Saturday and Sunday, more live shows as well. So fun pack week here over at Run Pure Bets. So look, stay tuned for all our content. Good luck with all your bets and stay safe, everybody.